All right, yo, hey, we got the squad with us today, yo.
Big
Community,
squad.
man.
Community, man. We
Yo.
just got done with our free session workout, man.
Yes.
Shout out to G. This was the last
Yes.
one for the
Last.
year. Clap it up for that, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay
Sad.
tuned with him.
It's sad.
Yeah, we're gonna miss it, but we
Last
coming
one,
back
man.
next year, though. We coming
Yes.
back next
Yes,
year.
sir.
So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned with him.
Yep.
We might do some little pop-up ones. And
We might
everything,
pop
too.
up, man. We got
Yeah.
some things in the running, man. FMF got a lot of things going on in the category with the fitness. We got a lot of stuff going on. It's coming. It's coming.
Absolutely, man.
Yep.
So what we decided to do, man, we decided it's about community. Can't have community without communication, as my boy Trey say. We just having guys talk, and we was talking a little bit, and we was talking about the dating scene. And so y'all gonna be entertained on this one, but yo, what's y'all thoughts, man? Go ahead, somebody start it off. Somebody kick it off. What you got?
Real controversial.
First and foremost, I'm glad I'm not single today.
Hey man,
Oh,
you're
yes.
lucky. You're lucky.
Yeah, man.
You got a partner. You lucky.
It's
Yeah.
getting crazy.
One of the lucky ones, man.
Yes. Why would he say
Yeah.
you don't want to be single in this day and age? That's what we're talking about right now. I mean, surely.
It's just off of the strength that you can't even talk. I don't know what's acceptable. I don't know what's flirtation. I don't know what's
Sexual
the
harassment.
lead on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the parameters.
You don't.
I don't know what's what.
You can just say, hey, that's sexual harassment.
You don't even know what's a female.
Yeah.
I ain't listen. That was him. I got a story about that. I said I wasn't experienced
We
with
all
it.
do.
I said that I was experienced in it, but I'll bring it on later.
Yeah,
on.
that might be like
we
another
gonna break it on
subject.
later.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all ever been catfish?
No, I ain't never been catfish.
Let's go.
I told you
You already said it. What happened?
about my first 2 matches on Tinder, right?
What happened?
Oh man.
Go ahead, keep it real, man. Go ahead.
So I started a Tinder shortly after my last relationship. This like back in 2019,
Uh-huh.
and I met, I got my first match, right?
Yeah.
What seemed like a woman. You know what I'm saying? So we, I got led astray. I ain't gonna lie, I got led astray because it was convincing. You know what I'm saying? It was like a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
I guess it was, but we exchanged numbers and shit, and she started texting me instantly, giving me all these, shots.
He or she?
It, but
Hey, yeah,
I'm sorry, community.
Don't get us canceled.
They
Hey.
started editing out. They started, sending me pictures and shit and talking all this good shit. And then I was in the office just doing my work, and she's like, I'm a T, right? And I was like, what that mean?
What that mean? I ain't never heard that.
She's like, a T. I'm like, what you mean? She's like, I'm trans or whatever. I was like, oh. I mean, you're a beautiful person and everything, but that's not how I roll. And
Yeah.
he was texting me consistently, like begging me to come over and do. I can't really see that on camera. Yeah. Do, but like it's tricky out here, man.
What's about you, D? And also just to point out, if somebody has on their profile the TS, I think it is. I think they implicating they trying to be upfront about, what they are.
This person
The TS on it. I've seen that type of stuff. I learned that too.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, D.
All right. You got
My
DJ,
story.
man. You got tricked?
Yeah, first time I was tricked. Should have knew better. I was younger back then. I was like 19, 18. I was in the military and shit like that. It was one of those, virtual, I'm adding somebody on Snapchat, so they posting shit. But you should know when you're getting catfish because everything come off the camera. They don't never post nothing live, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes ago. I wasn't really thinking like that.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, kind of got caught off guard. It was like a late night link. I'm winning there. Then there was a nigga with a wig on.
Damn.
That was the weirdest shit ever. I tried to put the flash on, they kept hiding this shit. I just left. I told him, like, hey, and I knew exactly who the person was too, so that's what fucked me up.
you knew the person?
I knew the person, but I was like, hey, I don't get down like that.
Yeah.
But the simple fact, you know, they might have been doing this because they said it worked with somebody else. I was like, I don't get down like that, but I ain't gonna put the secret out there like that. You know what I'm saying? After that, I just blocked.
Alright, okay. We gonna that was the first 4 minutes. So let's break it off to something that's normal that's happening to the most of the men. So
I think that is normal
it's
right there.
dang, it's not that normal, is it?
Yeah,
I ain't been out here.
They be trying, bro. They be trying.
But no, I've been coming across a lot of people, what they call it, contouring. It's like women contour. The makeup.
I try to get off
Yeah,
the
the
subject.
makeup. You put the makeup on and they look like totally different. You see the Instagram videos where they do the makeup and they look one way, and then after they done with the makeup, they look like a totally different person.
They be done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they try to
That's
put
what
that
I'm not-
beat on.
Yeah,
and
that's
try
what
to-
I think they call it contouring.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh nah, I ain't even gonna lie, man. Some of these joints out here when they put that beat on it, you know, when you meet them and they beat up with the face, excuse me, they have makeup on their face. I just think that they really be selling us a show because we think we gonna get this all the time.
That's all I'm doing.
Like me personally, I'm a man. I'm gonna let y'all know
What's up?
off rip. I hate makeup because at the end of the day, makeup only blocks what we don't see. So when we first meet you and all this stuff, and you got this beat on all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, and I want to see it here and there. But actually, all the time, women who wear that shit all the time. No, it's
No problem.
nah.
Yeah, so do you think as a collective, you think most men are getting bamboozled when it comes to women having all the nails and the lashes,
The
and
BBLs.
hair, the BBLs, the lip liners, the
BBLs
makeup
don't be done
on, the fake eyebrows. I mean, everything is fake. Do y'all think that most women are like that? And if they are, y'all think that's attractive or not?
I don't think most women are like that, but we starting to see a lot of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We starting to
All right.
definitely see a lot of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's no self-love anymore. I feel like they don't appreciate what they have.
It's true.
You know, what was made for you is made for you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you ain't gotta go alter yourself. Can't nobody accept you for who you really are as an individual.
So do you think women know that and they still do it because they like it, or they do it because they think that we think it's attractive?
I think it's advertised to them that that's what we
It's
like.
that. I was gonna say that.
That we set that beauty standard like that. No, it's not.
Most
It's
social- yeah.
these Maybelline and all these.
Now, are y'all talking about the makeup or y'all talking about the body?
Like everything as a package. You know, as a package, you know the Kardashians. I believe the Kardashians made it. Like this body of it had to be like this extra hourglass and this extra long hair
They
and what's
make
all
it.
that. I mean, make it. I'm talking about the
they-
BBL. I think they originated the BBL. Do you think?
No,
BBL is Brazilian booty.
they've been
Okay.
around. It's
I would
been
just,
around.
I'm trying to be nice in here sometimes.
just
with
got
women. I'm trying to
popular.
hear what they got to say. That's what they told me.
I think it just got the BBL just got popular since the pandemic started.
Yeah.
And now probably people's low self-esteem.
Yeah, for sure.
No, this open. This is not like everybody. I was asking a question. Do you think that?
I think y'all think like an influx in BBL since the pandemic.
I mean,
Absolutely.
just being put it.
Dang, no, I didn't even know
all
that.
this
No.
extra money for booties.
The PPPs.
You know,
They use the
Stimulus
PPP money.
Stimulus check.
Stimulus.
You know, some
They still
jobs.
spending it?
Some jobs opened up 401ks, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just being real. And you know, why not take that time to think about it? We're in the house, we're not doing it. You're going to take that time to make sure when you come back
Yeah.
out the house,
Yeah.
you're
So-
going to be looking
So
everything.
do y'all find it attractive when they do all this BBL and fake hair and all this extra stuff on their face? Do y'all find it attractive or do y'all find it disgusting?
What do you find attractive?
No, I was asking, do y'all find it attractive? When they put all
I
this
think
stuff on?
it can look good, but that's not my favorite thing.
Let's cut
You know
it
what I'm
to
saying?
what are y'all looking for in the dating scene? When y'all go to date a woman, what are you looking for?
I think I can answer both of y'all's questions. So,
Yeah.
is it appealing? It's like appealing to the eye, but do I want that shit every day? No, that's like kind of like just like a lust type thing. You know?
Okay.
You just want
That's
to
honest.
hit that. And what you looking for, just in the dating scene,
Yeah.
I think you just looking for somebody that's full of you. Like, I think we so detached, like being on social media, even just being out outside the time, you just see what you see. They sex sells, all that
That-
shit.
you find
just
attractive?
All right.
So
So,
we'll get this answer and we're gonna move on.
so I've actually had girls that have altered their changes. One did it, and she didn't have the features that she added, And she looks amazing. She didn't go overboard. And then I had a girl who didn't really need to do anything, didn't need to change much, but she did it and she overdid it. And I stopped talking to her. So it's just it just depends. Me personally, I'm more of a natural feel. Like I said, the little imperfections that one of my shorties had was amazing. Like I said, she fixed everything that she wanted to fix, and it was a beautiful fix, and it wasn't too much. It's just like she had a nice body, nice frame, and she just added a little bit to it. And I had somebody who already had it, and they went overboard with it. And I just couldn't deal with it.
To answer Trey's question about attraction, the first thing I look for is, do I think you're pretty in the face? Like, that's the first thing I look at. Like, just being honest.
Yeah.
And then from there, I could look at hair. I don't mind nails. Like, long as they ain't red. Like you talked about, Paul, that's a red part. Like, no red nail polish.
I seen red nails yesterday.
So nothing. Like, red is a chaotic color. I don't think a lot of women realize that. That's like a red flag.
So when they wearing red, if it's red on them,
No,
red is nail polish.
Nail polish.
It's nail polish.
Shit, fuck that
somebody-
lipstick too. I can't do red lipstick.
I can do red
Don't look
lipstick,
weird.
but red nails.
It don't
It
look-
just
it's
looks weird to me.
It looks weird to me. That's my
Weird,
personal
it's like,
opinion.
you
Shit,
about to
weird.
eat me up.
Yeah, but outside, like I said, first I look at do I think you're pretty in the face, and then from there I can go to like I would like to be introduced to a girl in her natural beauty, like natural hair, natural face. That's and then if you want to put makeup on later, I was like, all right, at least I know what you look like, before you scare me. But
So you like it up front, so you like natural front, and then later on you can put a little bit of something
a
on.
little bit, but
So
not
you
too
want to
much.
see natural first. All right.
Yeah, natural first.
What do you think, Trey? Natural, you like all that other stuff.
No, you know what I mean? I like
Natural.
that. You know what I mean?
natural all day. Give me all your imperfections. I want
That's
it
my
all.
woman, but I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I got through the dating phase and the whole phase pretty quickly. I had to grow up early through high school. I was in night school. I was homeless. I had to make sure my family had a roof over their head. My little man, my little brother, he got to eat. You know what I'm saying? My mama, I had to put myself through night school. So girls was not appealing to me. So I didn't do a lot of the dating. I already was looking for a mature woman. But before I could look for a mature woman, I had to acknowledge what is a mature woman to me. And
The looks had nothing to do with it.
the looks had a little bit to do with it, but they not priority. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm asking y'all, what do y'all look for when y'all go to date? Are y'all looking for a mate? You just looking for sex and attraction? What are you
I
looking
know
for?
for me, two things stand out for me. Well, three. Of course, y'all already know the eyes. Like it's something about the connection.
That's what the connection
between the eyes. You know what I'm saying? So eyes, of course, if I find them attractive just aesthetically. But then the third one is the conversation. Like they know, like, yo, I can talk to anybody. If I can't talk to you, that's instantly unattractive to me.
Absolutely.
It's instantly unattractive. And when somebody, I guess, is a more reserved in conversation, like if I bring up a question and you don't want to answer it or you kind of beat around the bush with it, to me that's like, oh, I view it as an insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm open. You can ask me any question, I'll answer it.
I don't, because
You know what I'm saying?
it's this popular word going around about being an introvert that makes you believe that you could be all the way secluded. I don't think it's an insecurity. I think it's more so a defense. Most of the females, like, they're not willing to just open up to anybody, and I don't blame them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they've been hurt.
Yeah.
And that's what I run into a lot. I run into
And
a
but
lot.
then, but then
They
if you
call
but
me
then if you have been hurt, just communicate that. Be like, you know what, that's sensitive to me. Instead of being more
A lot of people
defensive
don't
about
know.
it.
A lot
You know
of
what I'm
people
saying?
don't know.
But that's a line of what you might deal with later on in a relationship though.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So if they I feel like if you could be open with me from the beginning, then you definitely gonna be open with me when we, you know what I'm saying, as we build our relationship and you get more and more comfortable with me. I ain't saying you gotta tell me your whole life story. I ain't saying
Just
you gotta
communicate.
just be like, you know what, nah, you know, that's a little sensitive to me. I don't really want to talk about that. Instead of like, yo, why you bring that up? Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm trying to get to know you. That's why I asked the question. You know what I'm saying?
I pose because
And that's what
people
goes into conversation.
Yeah, people don't realize that there's a difference between boundaries and barriers. And a lot of people put up barriers, which means you got this wall up, and you gotta be skillfully master at your craft of breaking down this wall just to be able to penetrate and be able to get the true, authentic you. Most people, most men, we're not gonna do that. We're not trying to maneuver through all of this, all of your blocks of defenses just to have a conversation with you. It's not working. Especially if you know your worth on your own. So
what's the line I be hearing, like when like maybe a situation, and if you don't go through their stuff, they'll be like, what's the line? They try to make it seem like you the wrong person. Like, yeah, to know me is to let me take me as I am and all that. I don't take people as I am, and I don't want nobody to take me as I am. No, you gotta be able to compromise with people.
Yeah.
Especially when you're dealing with, especially with dating. Dating ain't nothing.
But it's certain things you can't compromise on.
but that's
There's
that's
certain
dire
things.
stuff.
Like,
That's
I think it's
setting the
accept me
boundary.
and who I am. It's the difference between who you are and things you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can compromise on certain things that I do, but who I am, I can't compromise on that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's the difference between who you are and things that you can compromise? Like, give an example.
so like, I don't like to go out and have dinners. I'll be straight up. Like, and I tell every woman, I don't really like dating. I don't like dating. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather talk to you.
So is that a compromise? Or
That's a compromise
Yeah, you
because
would
that's something I
compromise.
do.
Yeah.
But if you telling me like, yo, like for example, like
Stop using your left hand. You use your right hand.
no.
That's,
So
that's like, damn, I'm changing that.
like
for you.
no, I'll give you a perfect example. Yo, Paul, you too friendly. That's who I am. I'm always gonna be friendly. So you can't tell me not to be friendly because that's who I am.
But in
You can change that, Paul. That's different.
No, I'm
But
always
in
gonna talk to
communi-
people.
but in communication-
How you interpret it might be different.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So
that
that's who
goes-
I am.
That goes with communication. So if you're dating, if you're looking to date, then I think you have to have some prerequisites about yourself. That's why I keep on asking the fellas. I've asked this in a few episodes. Is y'all want to get your money first, and I understand that. But once you build something, how do you deem who's capable of coming in on your empire that you built by yourself? When does it turn into not self? You're not thinking about self no more. Because money, we keep talking like it's the most important, but it's not. Maturity is. Money fluctuates, it comes and goes. You're gonna make it, you're gonna lose it, you're gonna make it again. So let me ask you guys this.
Yeah, which question?
What do you have to know that you're ready to date?
Well, let G answer. He ain't
Why y'all put me out, man?
because you ain't
Damn.
answered nothing yet.
I've been just moderating, man. I'm just chilling.
No, the moderator got to talk too.
Okay, so what is needed before like
How do you know you're ready to date?
as a man, I don't want to keep it personal. I guess keep it as I combine my personal with what I think men should do nowadays. I guess I'll combine both. I would think you don't have to be rich, but I'm always gonna put this at the first, and then the other things come by. That's just how I am, and I think you should have a good amount of money. You ain't got to be rich, but I think you should be able to hold your own and be able to, just in case if something would happen, you be able to take care of the woman that you're bringing inside your environment. Because number one, we're providers. So I'm not saying you got to be rich, but be on your two. I think you should be on your two. I don't think you should never be broke and dating. That don't make no sense. So I think you should have some. You ain't got to be a millionaire, but I think you should have some. You be building towards that because you need somebody else sometimes to need an extra push, and that's always good. Number two, your maturity level got to be up. You can't be a kid, but you can't be an old ass boring dude. But you got to have some life to you and know where you want to go and know what type of plan you have. Because once you bring a woman in, you got to have a plan. Because if not, she gonna be looking at you like, what the fuck is happening? So you have some type of maturity and a plan towards you. I think you should have a little wisdom. I think it comes into one. I don't think that going towards we're getting older. And not older, as the times are going on, I don't think that men are mature enough to be getting married and dating at a young age at 20, 21, 22. I think things are moving a way that I don't think so.
What do you think a woman is?
What do you you mean? Like a woman?
You said a woman.
What do you mean? Like, what you mean?
You said
Like
a
they
fine
really-
woman in her 21, she got this, she got that, she's ready, and we gonna choose her at our 30s. So you think a woman
Yeah,
is maturing
I think
up?
she is. Her value is her most of a woman's value is their age where they at. That's that most of their value.
No.
That's where I see. That's
Hell
where I see. I mean, everybody has their own opinion.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
everybody.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
my opinion's been working for thousands of years. So this new opinion has been trying to be
Hell no,
pushed
bro.
where that women that have geriatric pregnancies and they think that it's cool now, and it's actually killing our women. It's actually putting them in a mindset where they have to save all this money to save their eggs. And when they were smart enough and they were raised correctly, maybe they can have their husband at an earlier age so they can have healthier babies, so we can have better families
Like we
and a
don't
better
save
community.
sperm. Like we don't have a whole sperm bank. Man, that doesn't compute to me.
A sperm bank to promote more single mothers or families, and they can do it correctly while they're young and they're able to have kids around 24, between 27, but they got healthy kids, right? That could build our communities, right? So,
I haven't seen
so
any
if women,
complications with people having
because we've only lived in the
babies.
20th century.
With
If
people
we
having a
look at
baby.
history, it's always been younger women that have kids.
But it's more older people that's having women having kids nowadays.
That don't make it right.
That don't make it wrong either.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about it's like if you're able to get, if your eggs are still fertile and you're able to get pregnant at 45,
That's who told you that?
if it's capable, I don't see what the problem is. If the
Those
family
are celebrities that have been paying millions of dollars to create some crazy shit.
Women are capable at 45, but it's like statistically,
It's a
like
higher-
you're at
It's a higher risk. I
Higher risk.
understand
So
that.
it's
but
higher
that's-
risk of the
but
baby
that's
coming
the
out
risk.
sick or Down syndrome or her dying during pregnancy. I would like to have healthy people that have babies younger so we can live longer.
Understood,
That
bro.
I'm
but,
under health.
But you looking at a woman for one aspect. 21.
No, I didn't say no. Veronica came. I didn't say that. I said that's one of the most important. I didn't say that's the only. There's a difference between having most important and being only. That's where people are mixing up words and they're feeling something instead of hearing it. I said the most. It's like I feel like I know and I think that the majority of what men do provide a relationship is to protect and provide. That's the most that we get. I don't say it's everything, but the most they do and the most we do, it comes together. It's supposed to create a better dating environment. That's how
So
I
how
see
do
it.
we create the better dating
Huh?
environment?
You put that well together.
Yeah, it's the most, not all.
No,
But-
go ahead. What you were saying?
So how do we create the better dating environment out here? So what else does a man need to have?
It's on both
I
of
think,
us.
I
It's
think,
both of us.
I think on our side, the reason we go back to women being hurt and stuff, I think with men it's integrity. I think that's the number one thing we,
You
as
like
a whole,
that?
lack on when we're younger
Yep.
and going into the dating scene.
Because most people don't date. Most of us don't date. We looking for sex.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And when we're younger, we're scared to tell women like, "Yo, I'm young. I ain't really thinking about marriage right now. I just want to have fun. You know, do whatever, and it might just not be with you. But you know, I ain't gonna bring you no bullshit. I ain't gonna bring you no babies. I ain't gonna bring you no STDs out here. I'm gonna do this shit ethically and responsibly."
Sometimes it just be a game to us too. Like 3 years ago, I used to think that shit was a game. You already know how it
Absolutely.
was. when
You
you
gotta
was
get your
younger.
body count up.
It's both of us, man. It's bad for both of us. Women are wanting to have so much sex, and men are wanting to have so much sex. I don't think neither one of us have.
We're genetically wired to want to have sex. So let's
Yeah,
be
but
let's be real.
It's what sells. The shit is always been
it
promoted
is.
to us.
It is. But remember, I made that joke where in a magical world, I think we would have more marriages and more relationships if magically women will come together and be like, listen, we're not gonna give these niggas much of our pussy until they make a commitment to us to marry us. It's not gonna happen. I'm just saying it's not gonna happen.
No, it got to be all women from all races.
Yeah, I said black women. I said all women. All women.
If
I said
all
as a
women did
collective.
that,
Because wasn't it back then
you gonna be
that
raised jumping like mom.
back then the number one purity or number one
A
thing a woman could
promiscuous
give
woman was looked down.
was looked at pound on, and the number one woman you want to be with was this type of virgin type woman that was just holy and this, and that was like the staple at one point. But now we're in a different generation, and not saying it's their fault, I'm not saying it's my fault. It's both of our collective that we're turning into this. It's everybody's fault. So
what does a
unless
man
we
need
fix
to
that,
have?
it's gonna be like this.
When do you think a man is ready to date?
I mean, honestly, I feel like a man should, number one, be healed. Number one, be healed. Because you cannot be out here dating if you're not healed. You're not good for anybody else if you're not good for yourself.
So that's nothing to do with a hip. What are you talking about?
I mean, like, you could, like, me personally, and what I've gone through, I feel like I've jumped into dating and I haven't been healed from, you know, past relationships and things like that. But I wanted that companion. I wanted that person to be there for me because, you know, at the end of the day,
Well, no, that's not what
Nobody
Trey
wants to be
asked you.
alone.
Trey said you should start. So if you start, you never had a past relationship. So when you should start that first date, like that. Is that what you meant? Like to start
I'm
dating?
talking about like whenever you think you're ready. Even if you had a past relationship, if it ain't go right, you like, all right, I'm gonna work on me. All right, so when is it time to get back out in the dating scene?
But that's after something. I'm saying like
That's
once
what
you
he
should
said.
start like number one, just first girlfriend. Where you should start that, the first one. That's what I was going off for.
That's gonna be puppy love, regardless.
yeah, regardless. That's why I was just like, you know.
You ain't gonna never have it right on the first time. That's just puppy love.
No, all right,
I'm hearing-
no.
I'm hearing differently. Okay.
So the answer G question, he's like, yo,
He takes
when
better
like you got a child and you trying to talk to your child and they like interested in like a little boy or something,
Start looking
when
for
you
a
should
wife.
when you should start dating, looking for a wife or whatever. I would say to a child or whatever, when you can start respecting your parents.
Okay.
When you start having a good relationship with your parents, when you can do the things that you're supposed to do, take care of your chores and everything you're supposed to do, because now we instill in duty and discipline and responsibility. Because when you get in a relationship, those are the biggest qualities, and that's something like I've been like my daughter. She like, ooh, little boy, she's 7. I'm like, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
But I said,
I'm let you know.
but what I tell her, I like, yo, you can't even come to me about little boy until you know how to talk to your mommy and your daddy.
Yeah.
Don't even talk to me about that, because how you gonna treat them good? You can't even treat your parents good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to start like with a child, like that's what G's saying, to address that point. I think you gotta go back to like, yo, how do you treat your parents? Because more than likely how you treat your parents, that's more than likely how you gonna treat your significant other.
All right, so
Makes sense.
after you've tried it, it didn't go as planned, or didn't go well. You might have gotten, you know, some negative experience built up. And you're like, you know what? I'm just focused on me. When do you know you're ready to get back into the dating?
Like coming out of a breakup or something like that.
My experience is so different.
Let me give my answer.
That's because you ain't dating.
I don't, because I listen to my, well, when we go there, that's what my father told me. He said, don't be serious about a woman until you have some money and you're over 30. That's how I was brought up. So them hearing about getting
That's
hurt
your
and all
mentality. That's
this
not the normal mentality out here.
was my bringing, so who was right or wrong? Nobody knows who's right or wrong, but
No, I ain't
from
saying
my
right or wrong.
experience, I don't see this. I can't see myself being dating girls at 21, 22 and taking them serious
I'm not
and
really
all
a
that
dater
stuff.
either.
I'm not even in.
I can't.
I don't know this lifestyle, so I waited a long
I got a point,
time
but
until I
I'ma
was
let them
mature
finish.
enough and had some money in my pocket. So I don't see that way. So that's why we ain't having a disconnect. But everybody
what you
thinks a
got,
different
yeah,
way.
yeah,
Everybody was brought up
yeah.
a different way.
Understood. Now, posing the question, when do y'all think y'all ready to get back? When should a man
When Tone was talking about it, like,
get
healing up
back
and
into
everything.
the... So he was healing.
Oh, it's Keith.
So
I'm sorry, man. I cut
a
off.
man should be
I'm sorry.
healed, and what else? Because we do project a lot of trauma onto women, and we don't acknowledge it. You know what I mean? So a man should be healed. What are some other qualities?
What trauma we be putting on him, man?
Come on, man.
You talking about what trauma we put on what?
Come on,
We need
man.
accountability on both sides.
I agree with Tone. Like the first thing being healed
We
from
gonna say that
whatever
for
your
another
past experience is.
Y'all just dating, man.
Like
We gonna say that.
we talk about dating, right? My perspective is, y'all know me. I don't really promote like going out and like pursuing dating. Quick commercial break.
Quick commercial break. We'll be back.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's the FMF mob right here.
Yes,
We got
sir.
the finance, we got the mindset, we got the fitness,
Right,
and we want to shout out the lab. This space is owned by James, and this guy, man, he opened up this spot to us. It's an amazing place, man. It got exposed brick. You can kind of look in there and see a little bit. Got the DJ equipment, everything you need to get your photograph needs, podcast, anything you can think of, man.
Big parties in the zone too.
Oh yeah, they do the
Vendor
parties too.
spot,
Yeah.
recreational
All
type
of it.
spot. It's a great location right here in Richmond, in the Churchill area,
Yep.
for you to be able to come together, put your parties, assemble all that type of good stuff together, and just come and check it out. Plus, it's black owned.
Absolutely.
Yes.
man.
Black
Yes.
owned. So support your people. We definitely, FMF, support the lab. We love the lab.
Yes.
All right, y'all take care. Hey Keith, so you was making a point about the dating scene and everything.
And I'm gonna speak. I think we're most of us are over 30 here, except for
I got a couple more weeks. I hit 30 in a couple weeks.
Okay, let me not push that on you too quick. But I'm speaking from a perspective of a man 30 plus, right? Like, I agree with Tone with him saying, you know, you need to be healed from whatever past traumas you have, past relationships, whatever. Like, and that comes with, like I said, you wanting to work on yourself, build yourself up as a man. And I think, you know, I don't personally like chase dating with women. Like I like to surround myself around you know, suitable women or whatnot. And then you don't be looking for anything. You just come across that woman that just inspires you. You know what I'm saying? She in her femininity actually. She's pretty, like I like, you know. And she just, when you have that conversation with her, you see where her mindset is. You know, you just want to explore that and get to know that person.
So you're looking more so for connection.
Connection, yeah. Definitely.
Who's in the background, sir?
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, and then once you find that connection, it's not just you find that connection and then you like start planning out when y'all will get married. Because I think we put too much emphasis on the time frame. Like, oh, if you've been with a person for 6 months to a year, you should know if you ready to marry them. It takes time to get to know a person. It takes time to get to know a person, bro. Like. And with me, you have to be patient with me, because if you thinking like after a year or two we just will get married, you will be disappointed because I'm still getting to know you. I gotta, you know, build that trust in everything.
Yeah.
And you know, if you can stick it out long enough, you know, you'll be rewarded. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think a man should have 2 core factors about himself, and that's patience.
Yep.
And acceptance. Because a lot of times we force our ideals on a woman or a suitable mate. She could be suitable, but it's something about her that you don't like, and you're like, all right, well, you gotta fix that, you gotta change that until you get that right. You know what I'm saying? I think we don't completely come with the mindset of building. Just like how you just said, that emphasis, that time frame, and all of that, all of these standards, you meet your own standards. It's not for other people to meet. You know what I'm saying? You meet your own standards. You provide your own needs. And once you're a good, wholesome being, then you can decide who you want to share that with intimately. You know what I mean? But you should be a decent human anyway. And a lot of these things, I'm not out in the dating scene, but I be eavesdropping on the conversations. And a lot of the times, most of the stuff that's argued over, most of the stuff that people are fighting for, or saying this is what you need to come with, is the basic necessities. It's the basics, like respect, and you know what I mean? Like, it's the simple things, man, that we lose sight of trying to do whatever it is that we see as top. Like, bro, just be a fucking human.
What you got, D? What you think? As far as like, what you should do before dating? That's the question. Right?
When do you know you're ready to date?
Mine is kind of a mixed answer, because it's like what G said, you gotta have, you know what I'm saying, some type of structure, some type of money, because men are providers. That's what I feel like. You should be able to provide, can, you know what I'm saying, do something for somebody, even though it's not about the money. Say, for example, you want to do something little for a date or something like that. Or just even just like, you know what I'm saying, go outside the box. She might be used to typical old going out to eat some shit. She might need a little bit of money for creativity, you know what I'm saying? You know, have that, some type of structure. We don't speak about this a lot. I think some dudes have insecurities. Definitely have some insecurities, not a lot, but definitely. Basically, everybody got insecurities. But you know, the niggas I'm talking about the niggas that like, oh, you can't have no male friends, or oh, you can't be around this, you can't be like, that's what basically.
That's projecting the trauma, bro.
That's what Tone was talking about, like healing and all that.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little mixed. It's not, mine's a little mixed in, so it gotta be a little bit of that. You gotta. Yeah.
Oh yeah, y'all soft. So we can put it in big letters only for men. On the statistics on this show, I was here nothing but men. Y'all soft. So soft. I'm trying. She hurt me.
But they don't talk about it like that. They don't talk about it. So they don't talk about it, but they project.
Exactly.
That's
They don't talk about it, but they project it.
That's the problem. I can't go with you because I be scared.
No, they don't say it like that. It don't come out like that.
And
It don't come
come
out
out
at
in
all
their
because
actions.
somebody like this or shun them. We're
And
not
then what make it
shaming
worse,
nobody,
I'm
bro.
shaming men all day.
I'm not shaming men.
So,
I'm not
And not make
shaming
it
men.
worse.
beta man.
How can you shame her?
Just so.
Exactly.
How can you?
I ain't say it was you.
I'm
No,
just
no,
saying
he's
because
talking
I
that
go
type
through
of-
trauma too, so I'm taking the bench for all the.
And he do too. All of us got
All
some
of us
type
do.
of trauma,
No,
bro.
man, listen.
If you don't want to acknowledge your trauma, then that's where you're stuck in your healing phase.
My
You're not
only trauma
healing.
was I was 100 pounds. Stopped acting like a bitch.
He said that's his only
Started
trauma.
taking care of myself. I ain't talking
That's
about
the only
trauma.
one he acknowledged, trust.
That's the only one I can see.
That's not the only one you acknowledge.
I don't take other things that happened in my past and drag them into my future because all they're gonna do is stay in this victim mentality and act like a punk.
But just
I don't
because
think
you
God
don't-
made me to be
Fellas,
a female. God made me
But
be a
just
strong
because
male.
you don't acknowledge it and you don't think that you're bringing it doesn't mean that you aren't
Don't have it,
bringing
yeah.
it. Doesn't mean that you aren't doing what you're continuously done to
when
other
it comes to
females in
women,
your
it's different,
past.
man. You can't do that towards women. You can't.
You can't do what?
You can't be like, oh, I'm scared you're gonna do this, or I've been hurt.
But you don't
or,
have to do
I
that to
don't know, I
women.
need
You have to do it to
heal.
yourself. That's holding yourself accountable.
Now,
If you-
what do you mean, like to her or to just having you talking to yourself?
That's to you.
Or a
That's
therapist.
acknowledging yourself, or a therapist, or to her.
Some type
If
of
you got the
coping
right type of
mechanism.
trust,
Yeah.
trust
It ain't
me.
got to be a therapist. It got to be some type of coping mechanism.
Trust me. If
Help
you
you.
have the right
Yeah.
type of woman who actually supports you, then you can have an intimate conversation with her. Like, it's not about you being soft or weak, bro. It's about, go back to the episode we did about men
Can I
should be
speak on that intimate
vulnerable.
conversation?
Yes, sir.
And that just goes back to Keith's topic though. It's all about how you build a foundation with a person and actually take the time to get to understand. So you're never gonna have that if you don't take the time and the individual that you choose to date and actually see. Like it's big.
It's big, bro. I'm not shaming the fellas. I'm gonna hold you accountable, but I ain't gonna shame you. I'm gonna tell you that you need to, you know what I'm saying? You need to man up.
Figure it out.
You need to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You need to acknowledge yourself. You need to acknowledge whatever it is that, bro. Most of the savage guys, they tried dating and got hurt, and now you wanna all bitches. You know what I'm saying? All right.
That's how you turn into a savage.
That's how you turn into
the
the
only type
savage.
of dude I'm ashamed is if when the relationship ends and you don't think it ends. That's not how that shit works. That's actually, I think that's really tender.
That's big out here nowadays.
Man, listen,
Oh man.
it be over and it really be
Hey.
over. They done moved out and stuff, but they got a
Every time
crazy
we shooting
ex.
each other shit, it's over, bro.
Yes, bro. Come on, bro.
Beta,
Beta male.
Beta male.
I'll give you
There
that
you go.
one.
That's the only
Beta
type of
Shout
man
out
I
to
shame.
I'll
Like,
give you that one.
yeah, that's the only type of man I shame. I don't really shame men, but that's a different type of. I don't even know what to call it.
Toxicity.
There we go.
It makes it dangerous out here. That also makes dating dangerous as well.
It does,
You know,
cause
if a girl she has everything good going for some great quality,
Yeah.
everything.
I called
And then you got a crazy ex.
I called my cousin a couple of weeks ago just because I ain't talked to him, right? He talked about, I got shot last night. I'm like, why the fuck you got shot? He was like, Shawty, old baby daddy came over and they were yada yada, we got into it, and then he just pulled out a strap and shot me through my leg. Like, what the fuck?
see, nah, bro.
Yeah.
One, yeah,
Dude,
nah.
that's a question. That's a question right there. Do you think you can date somebody with kids?
Ooh, I would say that's
Don't
personal.
you can be quiet, G.
I
You can
would
be
say
quiet, G.
that's personal. That's a personal decision because my
I
biggest,
understand both
Beta
sides.
male.
My big, no, it's not. The
Oh yeah, it
biggest-
is.
no,
It's beta
yeah.
male. You approve it?
No, yes, because the
Go ahead,
biggest
Beta
male,
male.
the biggest male
Prove it,
influence
prove
in my life was my
It's
stepfather.
we're wired not to take care of somebody else's kids, bro.
So what if a dude
We're
can't
the
have
only
kids?
society. No, think about it. We're the only beings on Earth. Any other animal, anything like that. When a lion comes, they have lionesses. When another lion dies, the other lion comes. What do you think happens to the cubs? They get killed. They get moved on. They're
I'm a lion and I
done.
love lions. I haven't heard this shit before.
We have to read, bud. It's all about animals. It's going.
You call him Bud?
Yeah, I'm trying to be. Yeah, I'm trying to be. You can't say the N word, so I can't say the N word. We're trying to not to get
He called
canceled.
him Bud.
Half our stuff.
Yeah, read my book.
I told you guidelines right, bud. It's good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Hell no, pal.
that one's even worse. Wow. Or boy. Nah.
Newsflash,
Oh no,
buddy.
yeah, that's
Buddy.
how
So, no, for real, Joe side, it's on your choice. But I don't see myself doing it. Everybody has different different things. I joke
Right.
about it, but it's on you. It's on you. I don't. I particularly don't think it's good for me or a good idea. So I mean, it's on everybody else. I can't stop a dude from doing what they want to do anyway. I can say no, but you gonna do what you want to do. If you want to do it, just understand it comes with a package. Just understand you have to work out.
Now,
so if you're up for it, then go and do it. I can't gonna shame you. You do your thing.
You have more that you have to figure out and come to the table with. But that's still gonna come in communication.
Yeah.
Because a lot of y'all do it wrong and you just jump in and you just move in and the kids don't know who this is, why he's here, why you around, you know what I'm saying? So you get the rebellion and the lashing out. Whereas if you was able to communicate it and do it properly, then it'll be more acceptance. Again, going back to what I said, acceptance and patience. I think those are core factors and what you need to have about yourself in order to be able to be out here in the dating scene.
What do you think is that? So if you think that it may be a good idea for them to date with kids, what advantages would they get out of the situation?
It depends on the person, man.
Who you talking about?
If you date a woman with a kid, what do you get out of the deal? What advantages do you have? What's the advantage of it?
First of all, if you're making comparisons, you're not ready to date.
I make a lot of comparisons.
You're not ready to
I
date.
mean, like,
I'm ready.
Who's to justify that woman with a child can't have love?
Exactly.
I mean,
But y'all still going because y'all talking about these feelings. I'm talking about the question. What advantage would a man have? What's the advantage of it? What's the?
I think I can answer.
Yeah.
I think some dudes can have clarity who don't know if they want kids in the future, but they took outside, you know what I'm saying, they stepped outside their comfort zone and dated somebody with a kid. Like, it may not be theirs, but they got like a general idea. Like, you know, it's different from nieces and that you dating this woman, so you gotta, you know what I'm saying, treat the kid, you know, somewhat like yours. I don't know how to really, because I never really, you know what I'm saying, mess with them deeply with a kid, but I think it kind of gives them clarity. That's something I think they can get from that, some type of clarity or something like that.
So, yeah, and I add on that maybe a dude that may not want to have kids. He going to that, or it's always gonna be there's always gonna be anomalies to why they would do it. I'm trying to see what's a positive. I'm saying if a regular guy, let's say he's 30, he got his mind together, he got his money. Why would he pick the woman with the kid or the kid without the one without the kid? Why would he pick the one with the kid?
She go cook all the time.
you ain't never going
Oh, y'all be over there eating the kids snacks and all.
I do.
Fruit snacks and all. No shame. Fruit snacks and all.
Eating all the kids snacks and stuff.
And drinking the Capri Suns. What's up?
Fuck the cereal up.
No, so I dated a woman with kids. I dated a couple of women with kids.
Me too.
So
Where they at now?
I
They
I'm like the godfather for one of them.
What do you mean,
Yeah, I'm still in that child life. Yeah.
y'all get married?
Graduated the guy.
What you talking about?
Y'all ain't get married?
What? Me and who?
You and the girl?
No.
Why y'all ain't get? She had a kid.
That's not the reason.
She ain't good. What she ain't good? Why you married her? You was having sex with her?
Yeah.
Why
So
you get married?
why
I was
did I? Because I
asking.
didn't want to marry her. I found out that wasn't the one for me, and I wanted the one for her. But because of just how I am, when I make a commitment to something, and that's the thing I do want to say, when you do step into the role with this child, you got to realize that child. I was gonna say they develop a connection with you. So if you do date somebody with kids, the child end up developing a connection with you. So you got to be. It depends on how you view it. It depends on what your intentions are. Because to my intention,
they were good choices.
My intention, I just legacy to have somebody else that love you and care about you. What the?
You don't have to be your blood, bro.
Yeah,
Yo, this is getting a little too heated.
No.
It's the truth. I'm asking questions. I'm just asking questions, man.
So what you mean it's not your blood?
It's not. It didn't come out my nutsack. It came out another man's nutsack.
So all right. So if you got family, they take on somebody as like they take on the child as they own. You're gonna be like, no, I ain't dealing with
death. I'm gonna love it. I got stepsisters. I love them to death. I wouldn't change them at all. But
so what are you saying?
as I say, I love them to death. They know I love them. I met them
So is that person wrong for getting with that person?
Listen, he lives his own life. Buddy has his own life. Everybody has their own life. I'm saying what I would do, y'all. Why
But
y'all
you
get mad at what
said
you would
you
do?
posing the question as if it's wrong entirely.
I didn't say that was.
No, you said.
I didn't say it was wrong. I said y'all do what y'all want to do. I was asking questions of advantages and disadvantages. Y'all feeling.
No, you said. No,
I
you
just asked a
said.
question.
You said, but that's not your blood though.
Responded to you.
There we go.
So because they're not your blood, you can't have relations with them.
You got relations with everybody.
So that's
I'm just saying,
what
you
I'm
said a
saying.
legacy. That's two different things. A legacy is with your blood, man.
No, it's not, bro. That's
No.
one area of legacy.
Martin Luther King got a legacy.
I don't understand that.
Malcolm X got a
That's
legacy.
his family. I'm not a last name ain't King, it's Johnson.
No, but it's people that still practice.
What legacy
and-
y'all talking about?
What do you define as
A
legacy?
legacy is coming with something you built with your family. It's my son. My dad, he looks at me as his legacy because I have his last name and look just like him. I came out his nutsack. That's his legacy. He tells me to his face, "You my legacy." So I
That's
can't
not
wait.
legacy.
to
That's
use the
lineage.
The same thing.
No, it's not.
Yes,
No, it's
that's not the
not.
same thing. But I'm coming to his legacy. I came from him. What
For you
somebody does and I
for you
build,
to come into his legacy, you
Yeah.
have to be doing what he's doing. You have to uphold what
That's
he's
the
So, all right,
doing.
doing.
time out. Time out. Let's say you didn't work for him,
Yeah.
but he got somebody. He got some young. You was like, Dad, you know what? I don't want to work with you. He picked up some young dude, taught him the whole business, and then everything like that. If he leave the business to him, that's not him passing his legacy down to somebody else.
No, it's past his business.
That's the legacy. What he built.
No.
All right,
that's the thing,
disconnected.
man.
All right, so
That's two different
back
things,
to the
man.
dating
How you give me to
scene.
change the way I
Back
think
to the
things?
dating scene.
No. What I'm telling you is, what I feel like you think legacy is,
Not that.
and what I think legacy is
It's just
two
two different
totally
things.
different things.
And I'm not saying you're not wrong, and I'm not saying that I'm not right.
I am.
That's why we have this
You are
conversation.
wrong, sir.
Hey.
You talking about lineage, not legacy.
Okay.
You look up the definition.
The definition,
Now,
I got the definition right here. Definition of legacy.
I
Is
was gonna
some-
look that shit up afterwards. I
the
ain't
definition of legacy is something that is passed on. The legacy can take many forms. A legacy may be of one's faith, ethics, and core values. A legacy may be monetary or your assets. A legacy may come from one's character, reputation, and the life you lead, setting an example for others and to guide their people.
boom.
It don't say nothing about family in there or bloodline.
Now look up lineage.
I already know what lineage
All
means.
right.
No, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I get
though.
what you're saying, too. That's
I
why
get
I
what
said
you're
it's a different
saying,
area.
but
It's an aspect.
that's one thing I feel like, because my purpose is to leave a mark on people. You know what I'm saying? So when I dated that woman and everything, and if she allowed me to, because whether she allowed me to stay in the child life or not, I was gonna be fine. But she understand that, like, yo, sometimes if you don't have that male role model for the good side for the woman is, if that male role model that wasn't there, and somebody decides to step into that role, that's like the win-win for everybody, I feel like. So for me, I'm like the opposite of G. Yo, if you date somebody with a child, man, salute to you.
Facts.
Because you taking on a burden a lot of people wouldn't take on. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So salute to you if you're able to do that. But if you're not able to do that, hey, that's cool. That's completely fine.
That's
Because
your
it do
choice,
take
man.
a certain type of dude, you know what I'm saying, to
step
to
into
be
that,
able to
man.
step into that role
Know
or
what I'm
whatever.
saying?
And I do feel like if you take on that role and you, cause like that my goddaughter like 12 now, you know what I'm saying? And she still call me and sometimes just be like, thank you, and just to tell me she love me and check up on me. And that mean a lot to me, you know what I'm saying? For somebody, I don't deal with her like on a daily basis or anything like that, but she still come up to me, she love me, she want to do stuff with me, she want to tell me about what's going on with her. And yo, that's for me, that's the feeling that I guess make it worth it for me, you know what I'm saying? So it's to each his own on that one.
Yeah.
That was a
It's on the person.
So
Yeah.
patience, acceptance, healing, money. What else do you need to decide that you're ready to start dating?
Shine.
Get your shine on.
Get your shine on, shout it.
Yeah. So, hey, I put this on. I put it on everywhere. Booty
Yeah.
cheeks, kneecaps, underarms. I got the vanilla right here. Usually, hey, I got the lavender one. 'Cause it helped me sleep good. 'Cause I be sleeping like this, and I
Yeah.
can smell it off my hands. I'm trying to tell you, feeling good. Y'all better rock with this.
Right.
It's that vanilla. Yeah.
Listen, man, we ain't being ashy no more. Hygiene.
Yeah.
Hygiene is important. You need to get your shine. It's hydrating. It's light. It lasts all day. You don't got to use a lot, and it's good from face to foot.
Historically, I don't really use lotion or nothing like that because I'm like in a hybrid, light skin, in between dark skin motherfuckers. Coming back from vacation, I'm a little sunburnt. So I needed something to get my skin back right because I'm feeling like a reptile right now. So I'm gonna get this baby going on when I get home.
Oh, and look, you gotta shine on, everybody.
Shine
This is, and look, I got like 4 cases. I got a bunch of cases, and I got the big jar too. That's old school. Y'all don't even know about that. He don't even got those no more. But look, I'm telling y'all, this shine is amazing. Help with eczema, you know, clear your skin up, all of that great stuff. So You don't want to miss out on this shine, man. Make sure y'all go get y'all a bottle of this.
All natural ingredients.
Absolutely.
Yep. Where they can find it?
So you can find this at shinecareproducts.com. Let them know that we sent you. Use the code FMF20, get you a discount.
Got to.
When is it the right
Same thing you
time?
said already?
The patience, acceptance, healing, money.
Understanding.
Understanding.
I always go with no, it's some people that patient, but they don't want to understand somebody. They'll be patient to get the draws. You know what I'm saying?
We all patient.
Yeah,
You know that patient.
no, I understand, and then I get the draws.
I might not be patient. I
I
might
ain't
just,
really patient to get that joint. Listen, man, you got to show
Some dudes is hella
depends on what
patient.
type of woman though.
Some dudes is hella patient. But the point is understanding. What Keith was talking about. I feel like nowadays people want to rush the date and do stuff with people instead of getting to know people and get an understanding of them. And I think that's why a lot of guys end up feeling used, because you want to rush to take them out to eat, you want to rush to buy them this and buy them that, and you don't even know them like that. If you had conversations and you got to understand the other person, you might understand like, yo, this person, they ain't really into me like that. They don't even want to talk to me like that. But as soon as I say food or get them something, they ready to jump up. You know what I'm saying? So
Because they get something out of it. So
they getting something out of it.
So do you think a man should we even be dating out here in 2022? Men?
If you want to be in a relationship, yeah.
'Cause it's-
I think you got to.
I think it's a difference in dating and courting. Dating is just experimenting. I think you're talking about courting.
No, I'm talking about talking.
You know, dating is a new thing. I mean, we should always.
No.
I always promote we should go back to courting and everybody not being out here and actually finding somebody and stop fucking 100 bitches.
Because
and doing
everybody,
all that.
right.
But it's not. I can say I want that. I would love everybody to just find one person, everybody just be together and build better families and do our thing. But we just don't live in that life right now.
So we don't live in that life because we ain't willing to talk.
Nah.
I think it's a prerequisite. I agree with Paul on this one. And Keith is when a man is starting to look for dating, he's looking for something. He's looking for something. You know what I'm saying? He's looking for something. And most of the time, we talking about men, we talking about 30s, we talking about not middle age. We talking about middle 20s and up. You know what I'm saying? When you talking about you done experienced some things, you matured enough, you're looking for something. Most of the time it's in that connection. You know what I'm saying? Everything else you can get on your own. It's I want my rib here. I want somebody to hold me down, have my back and lift me up, support me. You know what I'm saying? What does that look like? So I think the dating is experimental and it's for the woman more so than the man. I think the courting is more, and I think you get that, like, after you show me your character and I want to know you more, now we can be somewhere. Now we can, whatever this dating, courting, whatever it is, now I can take you out. But it's a business that is set as a prerequisite that you got to date. I think that's a flaw because automatically, like a date is an interview. You know what I mean? So you're trying to get to know as much as about this person within this price range, within this time frame. Like all of those go into it, and it's like you don't even know if it's gonna go. If I'm gonna get a text later, or you gonna ghost me, all that shit.
Yeah, that date is an interview that you'll never want to end because the perfect date it never ends, right? That's exactly what it is. You never want that shit to end. You don't really get those like 2 hours.
I'm gonna talk a woman head off, yo. Like, yo, like, I'm gonna ask you. I'll boo love on the phone. I'm a boo love on the phone. I ain't even in front. I'll talk to you for hours. Because my time is valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like to take time out, and I'm money conscious. You know what I'm saying? So for me to want to, I guess, to court you, I need to know who you are.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even know nothing about you like
Yes.
that. So I want to talk to you, get an idea like your thought processes, you know, where you come from, some of your past experiences and things like that. That's why for me, somebody who's not very open, it's not gonna go far with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an open person. I'm an open book.
4, 3, 2, yeah, go and chill, yeah. When y'all watching this video, man, you ain't subscribed yet? Man, I got about 5 more seconds to go on subscribe. I'm feeling shuffle this person right here, man. Hey, subscribe to this channel, man. We got work to do. All right, let's get back to it.
So I got a question for the fellas right here. I want to know what are y'all personally, no, just like general question. We won't go around to everybody. What do y'all personally look for when y'all dating a female, or dating scene, if y'all was dating, you know what I'm saying?
Get like, it's gonna be long, I guess.
We're limited down like 4.
Yeah,
2 or 4.
3 or 4?
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Like, top, you go, Keith, you go first.
Yeah.
Oh, whoever, well, I'm sorry, I ain't even
No, you good.
to tell you what to do,
No,
but
you
anybody else
good.
want
No,
to
I go. I'll say attraction, mindset, conversation, and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that 3.
That's good.
I'm gonna leave that 3.
I'm gonna go next. That's something to think about.
All right, I'll say definitely attraction. Conversation, supportive, and I'll probably say like ambitious. Yeah.
Number one, she gotta be understanding. I'm not easy to love, so
that's a good
and
one.
I know that. But this is what I know about myself. So yeah, she gotta be understanding, definitely attractive, and I want her to be strong on her own too, because that's what I want beside me. I want a strong woman beside me as well. So I want her to have her own, meaning like a job, a career, a house, everything, and to build up on that together. Because like I said, I'm building the same thing, so I want my partner to have the same thing for me.
She got Trey.
Trey.